on the phone moaning.
Fam,
You're lucky you had your girl though.
Have you lived in Ukraine before?
No.
Come and stay with me for 5 years.
I just dropped my app, www.ChisoLifts.com. Online personal training. You got custom meal plans, custom training plans. With the training plans, you got a video showing you how to do all your exercises. You can log in your sets, your reps, the weights you use, and literally every month I changed up your plan. In the description, you got a code BESTU20 at the moment. You can use that to get a 20% discount for life.
Averaging 16 and 8, senior year.
Yeah.
I'm going through the workouts.
Yeah.
Still trying to flipping get my credits to graduate.
Yeah.
But still having to fly to flipping Dallas, to Minnesota, to New York, to, you know what I mean? You know, I told you the system, Sacramento, Portland, like going to work out with NBA teams. Yeah. But everybody's thinking it's a given because they're like, Matt, average, like who goes all Pac-10, averaging 16 and 8, big conference, you know what I mean? Good numbers, blah, blah, blah. Like you go on flipping Draft Express, you go on the NBA Draft.net, man's name is there. Like you're like, it's gonna happen. Like it's gonna happen. Like you don't know where, you know it's gonna be a second round pick or whatever, but you're like, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. So then I went. I even flew home. Yeah. May. Yeah. Now I remember. To be there for little man's birth. Yeah. And he was late. Yeah. I remember. Yeah. He was late, and obviously I'm training specifically for these workouts. Yeah. And I literally had to take a 2-week break because is in ends trying to get a gym and back then and trying to work out. Yeah. Obviously I ain't got no P's, I'm a uni student, innit? Yeah. So like I can't just be like, oh yeah, I'm renting a hall out for 2-3 hours. We're talking about, £100. I'm like, fam, like, are you serious? Like, so couldn't get in the gym. I was home for 2 weeks. Little man was late. Like I came around the due date, obviously. Little man was late. Yeah. Had to fly back. I literally flew from London, not working out for 2 weeks, to Minnesota for the Timberwolves workout. 2 weeks. Think about not touching the ball for 2 weeks and you're trying to work out in front of NBA. And it wasn't even, let me be real with you, it wasn't even Timberwolves workout solely them. It was one of them group ones. So like there's bare teams there. Yeah. You know what I mean? And I shot the ball horrible. Obviously I hadn't touched the ball in 2 weeks. Yeah. Shot the ball horribly. Obviously you can't hide your athleticism, so I'm out there. I do the bench workout, rep it out. Yeah. Good for my height, my position. Yeah. All my speed. You know, always tested good, innit? Yeah. My wingspan, like all that type of shit. It just looked like skill-wise I wasn't up to par because my shit wasn't on point. Yeah. So then, like that's what I'm saying. Like you sacrifice so much stuff, like the birth. My first child, you know what I mean? Like I was supposed to be here. Obviously, he was like, I had to bounce because I had a workout. Yeah. Tutu's like the day after I fly out, he comes. He comes. You know, Marcus does thing in his own time, innit? From day dot. So like, all that's gone on. Yeah. And then like, to think of all that stuff that you do, and then like we have a draft party or whatever. It wasn't really a party, but obviously I was in Chicago with Herb and with them, man, like my agent and stuff. Yeah. Had it at the bar, and then Demonis Monteunus was with my agent. Was with my agency. Used to play for Houston, lefty, 6'11" shooter. He was with my agency. He was in the performance, so he had flown out to Chicago as well just to watch the draft with the agency and all of that. So we're all there, whatever. Obviously he gets drafted. You see the excitement. Him, his boys, obviously man's there still waiting at the bar. I remember it. Like I just remember like. The 6th pick. Obviously, I was happy for him, but I thought Sacramento. Like I had a real good workout with Sacramento. I thought there was an outside chance, obviously, of them picking me with the 6th pick. Anyway, obviously, nobody really like. It's more cliched then, like just to hear your name being called or whatever. Obviously, second rounders ain't even guaranteed contracts and all of that stuff. Yeah. So they didn't. I just remember like Lou. Lou obviously we were in Chicago. Lou coming over to me, just talking to me. It's like, yo, bro.
He was there.
Yeah, it's shy, innit? Yeah. Coming over, put his arm around me, just like, yo, like, it's not over with, like, regardless of what happens, it only takes one team to like you. Just because it wasn't your day today, like, don't get twisted. Like, you could, like, I believe you could play in the league. Like, obviously, I played in the league for however many years. Like, I believe you can play in the league. It's not about your talent, this and the rest. Like, don't let get it too down. Yeah. But he was mad. I remember he went off on Herb and Ron. team doesn't guarantee him a spot, why are you flipping inviting him or telling him to have a party?
Like, why would you do that?
You know what I mean?
That's stupid.
Like, it's mad. Like,
because normally, like most
do
times,
it at home and that, innit?
yeah,
Do it
most
at home
times
with
you do it
family.
at home with family,
Or with people,
and most
yeah.
times if a team's already guaranteed, most
Yeah.
men already have
they're
a
in the
clue.
green room and stuff like that.
Yeah,
That day, like,
yeah.
different.
I can imagine.
Trust me.
I can
And
imagine.
Especially when you know you've killed in workouts as well.
Yeah,
and
like when you've.
for all that work to kind of just go down the drain, but it's kind of.
I remember. I swear, just refreshing on my phone the whole night.
I was reading
I
the
read
write-ups and the workouts.
Yeah. I was reading the whole night. I was just like, boom, 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 boom.
He looks good. He's, I'm saying that.
Open eyes, he's changing things up. Yeah.
But how about with you going to mid-major instead of high?
You know what?
Yeah.
It's funny, because like just obviously I know Matt's story already, but like hearing it again, like my start was like mad.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, and then obviously like I got to Blair or got to South Kent and it kind of became smooth, and then Matt's one was smooth, and
then
kind
rough.
of saw like adversity and just like for me it was just obviously like you guys know, but like you know you have all the schools, you have all the probably who knows how many schools. I don't even know, but 60 offers or schools all over the country, innit?
Yeah.
Question for you.
Yeah.
Before you go on, I'm not saying that they wasn't as exposed, but do you think you would have went higher if you stayed at South Kent? I've always wanted to ask you that.
I personally think so. That's why I asked.
The only reason why I say that is because like even our open gyms, like after you left, because you didn't really get to experience it the way I experienced it. Because you missed obviously pre-season. You came at Christmas time. You've done the season. And then.
But you wasn't there from the
beginning.
Yeah.
But then summertime, off season, you have some coaches coming in, but they're not allowed to be in all the time. So pre-season is when you see everything. So like I'm telling you, like I've committed at the end of my junior year. And my name's gone kind of quiet because I went to England and stuff like that to play for national team. But then like my last year, junior year, going into my senior year, I was like, I want my name in the rankings and all of that. Like I'm playing AAU, that, and I was playing with Tyreek Evans.
You play with Tyreek, innit?
Yeah, so like.
You know, he comes here regular, innit? I told you, innit?
Oh, ends, yeah.
I don't know why he's always in England.
You know, asking that question, I can't answer it because I don't know what South Kent had, you know what I'm saying?
But this is what I'm saying.
You probably know more, I'm saying.
But this is what I'm saying, like, for us, like, I remember, like, my senior year, I'm already committed to watching.
But before he finishes it, I do remember the start of Blair. When I first got to Blair, and it was like start of the season, and I remember Matt hitting me up like, yo, Just, you should have stayed, fam. Because I think it was like, there was some guards, the guards that were there,
not like that.
Because for me, it was more like,
so it was a double whammy. If we're being real with it, it was a double whammy because he was talking about leaving because he felt like the coach was trying to over-recruit him. You know what I mean? Because he wasn't. So look,
remember I was little and
but it's not even that. Like you got to remember, he didn't recruit him. Like he ended up coming to South Kent because I, on the phone with man, he's telling me all that's going on at Notre Dame, and I'm like literally talking to my coach, like. Is there anything we can do? Is there another scholarship that can open up? I don't even care if it's for 6 months, whatever. Like, just get man out of here, out of where he's at. Can he come in here? But then he's got there, and now coach has seen. He's like, all right, he's
starting to like
two guys from London. Like maybe they got some hoopers. Like 2 guys from London.
It's funny because I remember like when I first got there, obviously the coach didn't know what to expect, innit? So now. I even shot Matt, blood. Like when I'm getting, obviously Matt knows I was athletic in that. But
nah, fam, that was different.
Hold on. Hey, remember when he was there?
When man got there,
remember when he was there?
You know what it was?
I'm getting my head out on the rim.
No, but you know what it was? Remember when he was there?
Yeah, but you got to remember. I left in the summer.
Yeah.
So I haven't seen Justin since August.
We was there. We was in the gym, killing. No, I don't think you understand. We was killing plyo. No, man.
I'm hearing numbers.
You know what it is, yeah?
Forget this. I'm hearing numbers.
Because I remember that year. After you lot left there, I remember I wasn't taking ball seriously, but I remember like even playing against Essex in uni, and the coach come up to me after and said, "Ra, what do you do for your athleticism?" And I started laughing, and I said, I just eat Kit Kats and drink Lucozade." And I just laughed, and all the men started laughing. I said to him, "Ra, I'm just joking." I said, "Ra, all summer, because obviously I was planning on bouncing all summer." I would just kill plyo. So like I had him doing the same thing as me.
Which is fine.
Plyo.
I'm hearing numbers. You got to remember. We played juniors young, innit? So like legit, at the end of the season, I'm turning 16, like taking my GC, I'm turning 16 in May. So like we played the whole season, I'm 15, but I'm 15 playing under 18s, 18-year-olds, but we're averaging 30. So I'm like, obviously if we were playing our regular age, we'd probably average 50, like whatever, like we're just joking around with it. But then I go States, his team gets rejected, and he's in ends. I'm not hearing it from Justin. You know Justin's quiet. He don't talk about himself.
I was hyping over games.
But this is what I'm saying.
Like, don't pass the ball.
I'm hearing, first game, 30.
70.
I'm having a conversation, what's going on? It's like, basketball, like, I'm not even going to practice. I'm just turning up to games, but obviously I'm just doing whatever I want. So I'm hearing 30, next weekend 40, next weekend 50, next weekend 60. And then topped it off with a 72-point game. I'm like, what? So then obviously he's gone where he's gone. The situation's been effed up, and then he ends up. I'm telling coach, he's even had a conversation. My mum will tell you, like, he's having a conversation with my mum. How is Justin as a kid? Blah blah blah. Yeah, it's fine. I just know, like, she's like, I know his mum, like everything. Like, we're cool, family, friends, everything. Like, we're just working. We just need to get him out of the situation. And then, all right, I'll see what I can do. Spoke to Mr. Badney, the head principal and stuff, and ended up getting a scholarship. Him coming over. When I'm talking about the preseason, when I'm talking about every day, fam, you have at least 10 college coaches, minimum. But I'm talking about the Louisvilles, Tennessees, Kentuckys, like, you know what I mean?
Because I always used to think to myself, if you stayed, I reckon,
that's what I'm saying.
I reckon if he stayed, he would have probably gone to a high major, done 2 years, and
but you know what? It's funny, because it's like, I agree with both of you, and obviously, you know, Blair had, but obviously Blair was ranked, but it wasn't like Southgate. Like Southgate was obviously.
And I think also, not to cut you off, but I think also because your name wasn't known like that prior. Like my name was known because I played with Andre Blatch. Bro, as a sophomore, I didn't play more than 10, 15 minutes a game, but it was because I played 10, 15 minutes a game, I could hold my own. It wasn't like I was out there averaging 15 points a game as a sophomore. I probably averaged 6 points. But I'm out there with guys that's going to the NBA next year.
It's the exposure,
It's exposure.
And they drag you along.
But you'll get your chances. You'll get chances.
See, I think the thing is, it could have went both ways. I think. And like I said, I go back to the phone call that he called me when I was at Blair. He's like, yo, just should stay, man, because these men ain't built like that. But obviously, I'm thinking that he's bringing in these like these men that can go in it.
But they like, it's funny because
like,
it's different.
They're not like that. You know what I'm saying?
It's high school.
They might not thinking that I could have stayed there and I would have been starting guard and then But then obviously, I've gone to Blair. I've had success there. But obviously, the exposure, but not like how it would have been there. But at the same time, it's like sometimes in life, the way I think anyway, sometimes it's better to go as a big fish into a small pond. The reason why I pick Ryder, and obviously you know me, I'm a low maintenance guy. I'm not with the glitz and glamour, but for me it was like me and my prep school coach were like so close. I mean, we still are close to this day. Like we built such a bond that obviously I'd been all over America. I went to St. Louis on my visit, went to UMass. Went to prep school in Virginia. For me, it was like, nah, like, I can't risk going to some mad state.
Far away.
You don't know nobody.
I got to start all over again. Whereas in Ryder, them man were like, yo, listen, you come in here, you start right away. Jason Thompson, first round draft pick. I can still see my coach go back to Blair, and then I had Amos and them man in New York, innit? So I'm just like, I'm just trying to
work every local.
You know what I'm saying? So
this shook guy.
But you got to use brain as well. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, so it's like, for me, like, I'll give you an example. St. Louis, and it's I know some things are just destined to be. St. Louis, I was actually going to go to St. Louis, you know. You know, but
the combat sound like Nelly.
Are they still A10? Anyway, at the time they were
A10.
A10. It was between UMass, St. Louis, and Ryder.
So A10 at the time was.
It's mid-major.
It's mid-major, but it's the top end of mid-major. So it's like you've got your big six, so you've got your Pac-10s, your SECs, your Big 12, Big 10, ACC, Big East, and then the first of the mid-majors is A10.
Because they always Conference USA back then.
So like LaSalle and them man at A10.
So obviously I've gone on my visit now, and the visit is mad. Like I'm like raw, like St. Louis. You know, they're all telling man, oh, I'm gonna come in, this, that. So I'm like, alright, cool. But obviously I've waited to the last signing period to sign in it. I've waited to the last day, like they're calling up
difference.
My coach.
I committed as a junior.
I'm saying, like they're calling my coach and
like what's going
contacting my mum and they're sending me letters about how bad St. Louis is and riders slagging off UMass and
Oh yeah,
UMass
they
is
go crazy.
getting mad, fam. The
Forgot
day
about
before I signed, the whole St. Louis staff got fired. And I was about to sign there, you know. So imagine me, I would have signed there.
And not known.
And a new coach would have come in.
And he brought his own boys.
I'm pretty much an inherited player, you know what I'm saying? So you really don't want man, innit? So UMass was saying, oh, I have to go there and I won't start my first year. So I went to Ryder, they were like, yo, listen, you're coming. So obviously in their eyes, they're getting a big prospect, innit? So I'm like, they're like, yeah, you come here, you start. And man went there, they kept their promise and started, innit? Like all 4 years, and then obviously each year you get better, you make all conference, all MAC, you know what I'm saying? All Metro team, all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So like for me, like college was kind of like a smooth transition in terms of like progression and like kind of getting what I wanted, if that makes sense.
But don't you feel like sometimes when you go to like a mid-major,
it does,
due to not having
boxes you in.
it boxes you in.
Yeah, for sure.
Because like I see people like what was it, Stephen Curry's brother, Seth. He didn't get drafted.
He went like a long route.
Yeah, he went a long route. Then he had to go. He had to go Duke. He left the mid-majors to go Duke, but still didn't get. You know what I mean?
The thing is, it can go both ways because I could have went to a high major. Let's say I go to Villanova now, the school that was on me, or let's say it don't matter the school. Like, let's say I go to a high major now.
Yeah. But Philly ain't far from Jersey.
Huh? No. But you have to use in this life. You got to be rational with yourself. Yeah. Because these men are getting the best of Philly. Yeah. McDonald's All Americans. I'm not even ranked, blood. Yeah. So obviously
that's probably due to Blair.
No, it's due to Blair. It just
because you know it is. Because you know it is like these days here. Like you know, like when you're watching. Like
I went to South Kent and I was watching. But the schools like you, you know what I'm saying?
I was watching.
Your rankings will come.
No.
Because you got to
remember of who you're on. Because I was watching IMG and Montverde, and because of the tournaments. Yeah. Let's say like beginning of the season, I was watching certain men, and they went ranked. All of a sudden, there's like 12 men between two schools.
But remember, don't get twisted.
Yeah.
Like
the ranking don't really mean nothing.
Blair weren't no small boys in this thing, you know. I know. Like we was getting to the big tournaments as well, you know what I'm saying?
But there's a difference. Like
South Kent was just on a.
It's like I'm saying we're always playing like the prime time games. So like say the marquee game is at 5 p.m. That will be us. Like they'll play in the same tournament, but they might play at 1 o'clock. So like it's different people that's in the gym. So like all the people that did all the rankings and scout reports, they'll be there to see certain players because it'll be like, oh, this guy's playing this guy.
You didn't play AAU either.
Yeah, well he did. He did. Well, he played for
1 year.
1 year, but you played for
Roadrunners. Yeah. But but like I said, it can go either way because I might went to a bigger school and just get pushed to the sideline. You know what I'm saying? And then I just have to transfer or like I fizzle out.
What's his name though? Like our makeup, like just everything that we've been through. Like we're not American obviously, but I'm saying like everything that we've been through, it's like. You know when you talk about Americans, you like the dogs, like they really fighting like to get out the hood and this and the rest. I feel like we have the same kind of initiation, I guess. Playing for Brixton, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I agree with
that.
Like, I agree with that.
I feel like if you, I'm not saying necessarily you would have been a better player. I'm not saying that. Like, no,
but you could have gone further.
I'm saying because the exposure that you would have got, you would have been like. I don't think the level that you get pushed at Ryder is the same level you're going to get pushed at Kentucky. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So 100%. Like you would. Adapt to your environment. Adapt to your environment. So you're like, if I want to step on this court, fam, I need to be, and you're stubborn.
But I agree 100% with that. I agree 1,000% with that. But at the same time, you have to be
very precise.
It's not always in your control.
You
can be as stubborn as a dog, fam. And you could, man's doing this. Fam, if a coach ain't letting you on the floor, you ain't getting on the floor. I don't care how much of a dog you.
That's the harsh politics of basketball.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's more than this. If it was just basketball, then I would be in the league, fam. Let's say I go to a high major, and I'm a freshman. Let's say I don't start my freshman year, I play 10 minutes a game, alright, cool. Let's say my sophomore year I start, and my production ain't where they want it to be. So what?
They come.
What do you think? What? I'ma just chill there. I'ma just chill there and just continue on that. No.
Yeah, they're gonna shift you.
High major.
McDonald's Americans coming in, fam. And where are you gonna be? On the bench. Or
yeah.
transfer. Obviously, you know, we both could come from the same program, and our stories be like intertwined.
Yeah.
Even out in America.
Yeah.
But then to have like different journeys. I'm saying like, cause fam, on this, was there 7 years?
7 years.
Fam, it's not gonna be a smooth thing the whole 7 years.
7 years is a long time, like.
His first 3 years were smooth sailing. My first two or whatever, first one was was mad.
I only started picking up ball like in the past few months. You know, like timing and everything, it's weird. Like I know what I can do, but like remember what you said about it clicking and all of that. It's like in my head sometimes I'm like,
I'm supposed to do X,
I'm supposed to do this, and if I go here, this angle and do this, I come here. But once I start dribbling, I'm like, nah, my body can't move like that. Yeah, it literally, my body doesn't function like that. I'm like, right, you're forced on heavy. Yeah,
like,
training.
You're not like you
like before.
You got to think how far removed you are from basketball. Obviously,
far removed. 13 years.
Obviously, since basketball, you've had track, you've had rugby, then weight training. Yeah. So you got to think like your body's, your muscle fibers, everything is just tuned a different way. It's like having a basketball player go to American football and then try to come back. Fam, you got to retrain your whole body. Like it's mad. It's actually nuts. Like people don't understand.
Like, you don't realize how, as well, with age, where your timing and your speed, it's not the same. Like you're like, I could do this then.
In your mind,
you're like, it clicks. And this ain't 2004.
Nah, you know what the wickedness is, bro? Obviously with my injury and stuff. It feels the same way because obviously I'm getting older, but I knew I was slowing down or I wasn't as athletic. But I do a move that I would do like 5 years ago, and I'm like looking, I'm like, why is this guy still in front of me? Like, why have I not passed him yet? Like, what's going on, bro? That's the one that hurts.
But that's the thing, you know, like obviously I had my own injury, but Matt's he's going through his rehab and stuff. Yeah. Like, age is one thing, and obviously I feel like you can manage that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can age gracefully.
You can be smart, outsmart the game.
Let me tell you something, When I fracture my foot, and it's coming back, it's like you don't realize how much injury can affect the body. Not just the injury. The other areas. Overcompensate. Now your knee starts to hurt. Your lower back, your hip. It's just like I got a different respect for like athletes that go through ACLs or you know what I'm saying, hip injuries or Achilles tendons, and they come back and boy.
How long do you think you got left in the game? Because now you're what, 34, you're 33.
Me, I would say about, you know what? I'll give it maybe like 2 more years. You know what I'm saying? 2 more years. Wherever that may be, you know what I'm saying? But in terms of like, obviously, it's one of the things where
you got the 3 little ones as well.
I'm telling you know what I'm saying? So, and you know, especially playing the European competition and traveling, and it takes away a lot of your personal time, family time.
That's one thing we didn't even get into. That could have been a whole other story, because I know this guy when he was in Ukraine, flipping hell,
fam,
on the phone moaning.
Fam,
you're lucky you had your girl though.
Have you lived in Ukraine before?
No.
Come and stay with me for 5 years. This guy.
You went Russian the other day. He must have been there shaking memories.
PTSD.
See, that's the thing, That's the thing. You see, like, and like I'm saying to all you younger athletes, it's not glitz and glamour, man. It's not just, I'm going somewhere to play basketball and getting paid. A place like Ukraine, you got to worry about your safety.
Bro, that's another reason.
You got to worry about the police. You got to worry about the locals.
You must have been like the only black man within 10 miles.
But obviously, I had my other teammates there, innit?
Yeah.
So fam, we could be walking down the street. A person will come up to you and start shouting at you in their language, man. In Russian, just start screaming at you. Person will come up to you, try to wipe your skin off. All types of madness, man. And then you got to worry about the police.
I said, wipe your skin off.
Fam, Ukraine was the next beast, man. So going to Russia was like going back to Ukraine, you know what I'm saying? And the place we went to in Russia was even worse than Ukraine. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's what it is. It's all life experiences, man. It's all life experiences.
How about you? Like, this guy was all over the world. I remember, like, he was in Argentina as well. And we was talking about it the other day, and he didn't even know about the history of Argentina. Because when he was in Argentina...
What's the history?
See, people don't know it like that, fam.
A lot of people don't know the history. No.
History of Argentina?
Fam, they got rid of their whole black population.
Is it?
Yeah. But I didn't receive any racism. And this is what I was telling him. So I was like, obviously, the first year... Or the first time I was there, we won a chip, innit?
Yeah.
So then he was just like, oh yeah, but like you didn't receive anything on road or this, that, or that. I said, no, not really. And then I said, I went back for a second time.
Same thing.
And then when I went and played the team that I used to play for that I won a chip with, I said, fam, I get to the gym, they're doing starting lineups. Before they do the announcements, obviously, they're speaking Spanish, innit? Man don't speak full Spanish or whatever. Like, I understand a lot of it, but everybody, round of applause. So I got my music on. I'm not even paying attention. I got my music on going on. Obviously, you know, you're just getting ready for a game. My teammate I'm like, what's good? Like, what's up? He was like, you see everybody's clapping, right? I was like, yeah. I was like, what like, what's happened? So, like, are we doing a minute silence or something? Like, what's happening? Something? He's like, no, bro. You won a chip here, innit? And I was like, yeah. He was like, it's a standing ovation.
Oh, you the opposing team.
Yeah.
Oh, seen.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not like I've gone back to the same team and they're just showing man love. Like, I've come back as, you know what I mean?
As an opponent.
As an opponent.
And they're showing you love.
And I'm black, you know what I mean? Like, they didn't have to do all of that, go out the way.
Yeah.
So, like, for me, that's why I say, like, with the racism and stuff, so, like, it was...
So you had no clue of the history.
I had no clue of the history of... None of that. Yeah. But it's just mad because this is the only issue, not issue, but this is why we talk about, it even goes back into uni days and talk about what school you go to and how you're liked and what you... Obviously, everybody knows me, Matthew, from University of Washington.
Yeah.
So, a lot of my offers, they look at me, Matthew, that average, whatever, at University of Washington.
Yeah.
So now I'm playing in places that are more time capital cities.
Yeah.
So I'm not in rural land, rural this and rural, you understand what I'm saying? You know exactly what I mean. Because then most guys that don't go to these places or play in these
different experience,
it's a different experience. Like, you could go and be in a capital city and you're calm, bruv. So Turkey, Serbia, South Korea.
Yeah.
Then I left South Korea, came back home for a bit.
Yeah.
Then went France.
Yeah.
Germany.
Yeah.
Didn't stay in Germany. Left. Went to Mexico.
Yeah.
After Mexico, did the summer in DR.
DR.
For Puerto Rico, no?
No, I couldn't get the visa.
Yeah.
It was because you started getting an American visa. It was a long process. DR.
Yeah.
Then went back to Mexico for the full season.
Yeah.
They did Argentina.
Yeah. Japan.
Uruguay. Qatar, China. So that's 13?
Yeah.
Mad.
I think that's it. That's a Turkey right off the bat.
Yeah, Turkey was first. Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, 13 countries.
13.
That's mad. Globetrotter, how are you?
I'm trying to think.
11 years. 11 years, or 10.
Yeah, I'm trying to, Cyprus, Ukraine, Sweden, 3 years in Greece, Hungary, France, a little stint in Italy. I think that might be it, you know.
You might have lived everywhere, innit?
Yeah, and then obviously came back to the UK.
Ukraine, 20 bags a month, or jail for 30 bags a month over here.
This guy, bro. You know what? This guy. What question is that, man?
Said
Ukraine for 20 bags a month, or here 30 bags a month, 9 months.
30.
Not even
30 bags, yeah. 30k a month in jail here.
For how long?
9 months.
Season.
Or Ukraine, 20 bags a month.
Let me tell you something,
Yeah.
I got man them in jail, innit?
They're comfortable.
Man them are dressing better than me, man. They're cooking their own food. I don't think it's joke, man. Hold on, I'm being serious, you know. Better clothes than me, cooking their own food. No, let me not expose too much. But you know what I'm saying? But nah, you know what? I like my freedom. Kids go in jails long. Yeah, man.
Go Ukraine.
You see how quick he turned into Mr.
Yeah, Ukraine.
Yeah.
Hope you enjoyed this episode. More to come. Stay tuned. Make sure you like, subscribe, and please share it out to your friends. Thank you. We're about to hit 10,000.